With the stock market hitting all-time highs and over 4 million baby boomers turning 65 in 2025, retirement is top of mind for many, but not without questions. Can they do it? How can they do it? How can they afford it? Well, here to break down all those details and share his expert advice is certified financial planner and president of Rich Wealth Management, Dwight Rich. Dwight, great to have you here.
Thanks for having me again.
You know, I didn't realize all those numbers until, we started preparing for your segment. I'm like, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. And there's so much happening. Yes, stock market kind of rallying, but there are a lot of decisions to be made if you're thinking about making that jump into retirement. Where do you even begin to assess that this is good or not? Because undoing it doesn't usually work out so well.
Right. Well, for most people, there's two primary things that they've got to get right, and that's optimizing their Social Security and then making that shift in their investments to more income focus so they can replace the paycheck that they're not going to have. And then for about 15% of people or less, they've got to make some pension choices as well.
Let's start with maybe the investment choices first. What do you recommend kind of cleaning up and you making sure that those are in place?
Well, there's a formula. It's almost like gravity when it comes to investing, and that is that total return is equal to your income plus or minus your appreciation or depreciation. You know, when you're younger and you're accumulating your wealth in your nest egg, you're not really concerned about where you're getting that total return, but you very much care about it when you are retired.
Oh, yeah.
So we make that shift from a more growth-focused, more dividend-focused portfolio is what you need, something that where you're going to get, you won't have to sell principal if the market goes down.
You mentioned pension. Number one, you're lucky if you get a pension these days. A lot of businesses we're kind of seeing, and I think that weighs into a lot of people's minds too. You know, will my pension go away? Which pension choice can I choose? How do you navigate the pension options if you have them?
Well, if you're fortunate enough to have a pension, which is less than 15% of people, right? You've got sometimes you have a choice whether you can take it as a payment or you can take it as a lump sum, and there's advantages and disadvantages to each. And so what we do is we analyze, for instance, if you take it as a payment, you have no legacy value for your family. So you've worked all these years at XYZ company, and if both you and your spouse pass, then there's no legacy value. But more importantly, if you turn on a payment stream, then you give up the control of what's called your modified adjusted gross income, which means you might not be able to do Roth conversions very easily. It also could affect, if you retire before 65, your ability to get an Affordable Care subsidy, Affordable Care Act subsidy, which would mean that your health insurance could be, I don't know, $1,500 or $1,700 a month versus almost zero. So there's a lot of things to consider. Lastly, on the pension, what we do is we look at what is the internal rate of return that they're expecting from that payment stream based on a long life. And usually we find it's somewhere around the 10-year Treasury yield, which is about 4.25% right now. So in theory, if you can beat a 4.25% return in that circumstance, then you're better off taking it as a lump sum.
Right. Don't want to skip over Social Security options. What are the best ways to go on that?
Well, that's a very important component. I mean, it's for most folks, their Social Security income stream as a present value is one of their largest assets. Yeah. And the difference between there's about 500 ways to claim Social Security.
Oh. They don't make it easy, do they?
No, with like between the number one and the number two way of claiming could be $100,000 in difference. So what we do is we help people optimize that by sequencing out with our RSSA software to find when the best time to claim is.
All right. I feel like those all need to be, you need to sit down and have a thoughtful discussion with somebody, and I feel like talk out all the options. And do you offer something complimentary to get people started?
We offer a complimentary retirement readiness review, which includes your Social Security optimization, your pension, and portfolio analysis from our fiduciary team.
All right. And I understand today is a very special day for you and your family.
Happy anniversary, Brittany. It's our 10th anniversary today.
Congratulations. Congratulations to you guys. Plans tonight? Going to go out to dinner?
We do. We have a reservation, and yeah.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you for being a part of our broadcast
throughout
the year. Look forward to all the things we're going to do in 2025. I know we're both looking forward to telling people, hey, can we circle back in 2025 and talk about that, but enjoy the holiday.
Thank you so much.
And happy anniversary. Hey, to reach out for your retirement readiness review, go to 398-6850 or go to richwealthmanagement.com.